it's Tanya, and I'm here for Twerk It Thursday, along with Kelly O'Lear, for the Crafty Maven Getaway YouTube channel. And this is the sketch that we've chosen. Well, actually, Kelly chose it. I'm just coming along for the ride. And that's the inspiration piece. And when I saw that inspiration piece, it just immediately reminded me of that fabulous collection from Carter Bella, the Hello Again one. I was just showing you there where that sketch came from. And these are some of the bits and pieces that I am going to be using. There you go, that wonderful collection, favorite collection of mine. So I figured, well, it was actually quite fortuitous. There was this tag on these cut apart sheets. Oh gosh, sorry, I'm going so fast here. My mouth can't keep up with the video. So I thought that tag would go well because the sketch shows a tag, and here I'm just deciding which papers I'm going to use. Just going through them all to see what color combinations I like, and I adore that green flowery patterned paper. I do like the rather dark blue one as well, but I think that that lighter green one is my favorite paper from this collection. So I didn't have a frame. You'll see on the sketch there's a frame around the photo. I didn't have one, so I figured, let me be creative and make one. But it was too orange when I did it on that orange, so now I'm trying to think, what's going to work better? And yeah, I figured that lighter one worked better. You can see it does, the colouring just seems, yeah, it didn't make sense to have the tag as in sort of that yellowy tag and still have a yellowy frame because, well, there's no contrast, is there? No. And there, using my favourite piece of paper, I put the tag on the side because, well, it didn't look good at top. And as it's Twerk It Thursday, which is actually tweak it, you know, you can take your sketch and you can either follow your sketch completely. In essence, I did. I followed the sketch pretty much, what, letter by letter kind of thing, although I did tweak it a little bit. It's funny. I have to say that I did find the sketch a little limiting in the beginning. I don't know why. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the sketch. I actually like the sketch very much, but it just, perhaps it's because I haven't scrapped for quite some time. I was poorly for a little bit, and then you know how life comes along and you just don't get an opportunity. So this is the first I've scrapped for a good couple of weeks, and it was great. I was so pleased to get in there. But I don't know, that sketch was giving me a little bit of hassle. And yeah, I decided that the orientation of that what are they, 3x4 card down there looked better, what is it, horizontally than the vertical one. And then I had this amazing idea, let's do those fish tails, because I wasn't quite going to do one at the top there, but the sketch calls for them. And then I thought, well, we're fishtailing, might as well fishtail everything. Yep. I wonder if I have a chance to quickly talk about the photo before something else interesting happens here. It is of my two girls. They decided to do a little makeup session in their room. And I like this photo because it just kind of shows both their sass. Yeah, and they had so much fun. There's what is it? Yeah, it's about there's a 3-year age gap. But they're the best of friends. That tag actually says, oh, can I read it? You and I are more than friends. We're like well, you can see that bit. We're like a really small gang. I think it's so cute. But when I decided to cut up the tag, I obviously was looking for a place where I could put that. We're like a really small gang. I'm not sure it makes a whole heap of sense unless you read the tag bit first, but I'm going with it. Oh, and here is one of my traditional little oopsies. Okay, well, if we wait a few minutes, I'll show you. Yeah, I didn't like it because, well, there was too much yellow. So I thought, oh, here we go. Let's use these guys. Great. Doing the fishtail again. Going to stick it back on that green to give it a little bit more of, I'm sure you must have guessed by now what the problem is. Can't really have the little guys upside down. And then turn it over and thought, well, that goes. So those little oopsies can turn out to be okay in the end. I'm just pop dotting these to give them a bit of lift. bit of interest. And there's that little yellow bow, and one that's a Studio Calico banner clip. I like those, they're quite fun. This is very much all from my stash. Normally I scrap from kits, and I am a big hip kit fan, but this one was because I was using that collection. I figured, nope, I need to bring out some more of my stash and see if I can use some of it up. I think I don't know, I don't even know where that little glittery heart comes from. And yeah, no, I've had those buttons for ages, and that little birdie button, it just seemed to go nicely there. I think these are Maggie Holmes die cuts. They don't in the end feature because I couldn't make any of them work. And this is just showing you quite a bit of my process, which I probably normally I cut all of this out because I dither and dather and try and put stuff here, there, and everywhere, and I find it easier to cut it out and just show you what I end up doing. But for this I figured, nah, let me show you exactly my process. And so this is why we are sitting here for however many minutes watching me make this layout. Oh my gosh, 4 more minutes to go. Hang in there, people. There is an end in sight. Oh yeah, no, it was quite funny because I was looking through those Maggie Holmes die cuts, and then it suddenly dawned on me, well, Tanya, you dafty, there's a sticker sheet to this collection. So I got rid of the die cuts and went with the sticker sheet, and those flowers are really pretty. And yeah, that poor little Loving, he does find a home just now, never fear. Yeah. Well, you know, we'll get there. Yes, we will. No, you silly woman, that flower doesn't go anywhere there. Put it away. Go on. There we go. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. I thought that looked quite nicely. Let's go do or something. Let's do this. Let's do this. And the heart. Yeah. Oh, I pop dotted that because I figured it needed a little bit of elevation just to give it some interest, as we like to say in the vernacular. That didn't make sense, did it? I think this is why I try and keep my videos down to about 6 minutes, because honestly I'm not sure I can waffle on too much longer. Oh, and I thought I'd put a button there because, well, I had them and I thought it looked pretty. Yeah. Now I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Oh yes, I do this a lot. I think I mentioned it in my previous video. I like to ground my layouts with either a border all the way around, or in this case, top and bottom strips. And I figured, let me use one of my border punches. Oh, this is a new acquisition, and what you don't see is the way, because I tend to, I don't know, I tend to shake for some reason. So when I was putting that glue on, it was like all the way down. But when it's spit up like this, it actually doesn't look too bad. I always look at people and they're doing their linings or their outlinings and stuff, and they always look like they're doing it so confidently and so smoothly. And when I do it, it's like I am all over the show. But maybe it's just because we speed it up ×4, it looks like all smoothly. I thought I was quite inventive here, taking that border strip and using it at the top and the bottom, and adding it there and cutting it. No waste, I tell you. No waste when I scrap. It's actually a lie, but we won't mention that. Okay. Oh, yes, I decided that I needed to bring some of that orangey paper down the bottom, and so out came another punch. Using all sorts of things today, and I did a, what are they called? Label. I did a label there, and this is where that Loving gets a little home. See, I was trying to put it everywhere, and I thought, no, I'm going to yellow this, and I'm just going to stick it down there, which I did. Oh, and these, a very sweet subscriber of my YouTube channel sent me not only this collection, but she sent me those close to my heart sequins. They're sticky. How amazing is that? So yeah, I used those. Oh, and I wanted to use those thickers because the color works so well. And as you saw there, not many of them left, but I got my brain going and came up with Adorbs. I had one S. It worked because, oh come on, they are adorable. Yeah. Can't deny it. They are adorbs. And I am hip and happening with the lingo. And we are about to come to the end. No, that bow does not stay there. I put it down there. What? I thought that's just the perfect spot for it. And there we go. There's my layout. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying our Crafty Maven YouTube channel, because I know we are enjoying it. And for some reason my photograph looks disgusting there. I think my camera's a little too sharp. But thanks again for watching, and bye!